Let's talk about Mr. Miggles, the Coinbase cat mascot. The Coinbase cat mascot was born out of the Base Network campaign that took place in 2024, and that same day, the Mr. Miggles meme coin was created. Of course, everybody thought that Mr. Miggles meme coin was connected to the Coinbase company, right? Everybody thought that maybe a Coinbase insider launched the project. So, naturally, in this crypto space, people bought the rumors and sold the news. So yeah, this Mr. Miggles meme coin went up. People took the profits and the project came back down. And eventually, the developer of the Mr. Miggles meme coin abandoned the project and the community took over. Shortly thereafter, a company called Pearl Labs was created to help grow the Mr. Miggles community and the project itself. And even Coinbase came around and offered Mr. Miggles meme coin a hand. How did they do this? Well, Coinbase told the Mr. Miggles meme coin that it was okay for it to use the same logo as the Coinbase Mr. Miggles mascot as long as the Mr. Miggles meme coin created a creator hub that would take a percentage of their fees or their gains and set it aside for the people who want to create on the base network. And as long as the Mr. Miggles community Memecoin does this, agrees, by the terms, then it could always use the Coinbase IP for the Mr. Miggles cat mascot. And that's what's pretty much taking place. Now, something interesting happened just a few days ago. And we have to talk about it because this could possibly imply that Mr. Miggles, the cat, will still be used to campaign for Coinbase, and maybe even the meme coin itself will be eventually listed on Coinbase. So let's go ahead and take a look on Twitter and visit the profile page for Jesse Pollack. If you guys don't know, he's actually one of the main creators behind the Base Network, and he also oversees a lot of different operations within the Coinbase company. So on October 15, 2025, Jesse Pollack posted, at an offsite with the Coinbase executive team all day today. What's one thing you think we should be thinking about as we head into 2026? And obviously, as part of the Mr. Miggles community, I would like to see Mr. Miggles getting listed on Coinbase. That's what I want to see, right? But, anyways, then later that night, Jesse Pollack posted again by saying, "Thank you for all your input. Time to bring the world on chain." And he posted a picture with the executive team at Coinbase. And you can see a couple figures that you might know. Of course, Jesse Pollack is at the very left, and the next man, the man next to him, or the first man next to his right, is Brian Armstrong, the face of Coinbase, right? But there's something particular about Jesse Pollack's t-shirt that's drawing everybody's attention at the Mr. Miggles community. Why don't we take a look? And you know what? Actually, the official base Twitter account beat us to it. And they posted something that is really cryptic. Take a look. First, on your left, there's a picture of Pepe the Frog looking into a magnifying glass. And to the right of it, there is Jesse Pollack with his t shirt. And they magnify into it, and you can see that that is clearly the same cat breed uh, that is used for the Mr. Miggles cat for the base network campaigns, right? So that makes me wonder. Of course, Brian Armstrong knows about this cat, right? His company created the commercials and the campaigns using this cat. But is it possible that this cat will continue to be used for marketing campaigns and maybe even commercials? And if that's the case, wouldn't it make sense to list the Miggles coin onto Coinbase if it's going to be an ongoing showcasing of this cat. I mean, I'm really trying not to be biased, but I think that would actually make absolute sense to do. So if Mr. Miggles ever gets listed on Coinbase, don't ask for price because I think it's coming. When? I can't tell you. I really can't because I mean, none of this is financial advice, but it's just a gut feeling that I have based on all these cryptic messages and the past campaigns. So let's go ahead and take a look at Mr. Miggles. Where it's sitting at right now is 1.7 cents as of October 17, 2025. Market cap is $16 million. Max supply is 1 billion coins, and nearly almost 100% of the coins are actually in circulation. And you guys can see that it's sitting near the all time low, which was 1.3 cents. Now, I told you guys that Mr. Miggles was used as a cat campaign uh, for the base network, and you guys can see it here on screen. This little video, and then I'll show you guys a post that was posted by Coinbase on July 17, 2024. And it was pretty much a challenge. They gave you this base form cat, Mr. Miggles, that you could remix on the base network, and you would get credits for it. You would get paid for remixing this art, right? So that was a way to onboard users to the base network. And it was very successful. And in fact, Coinbase actually started using this cat again on October 31st for a Halloween blockbuster uh, um, image, right? And nothing came out of this. To my knowledge, this did not become a movie, but you get the idea that they were pushing this campaign. Then, fast forward to December 13, 2024, the official Mr. Miggles account on Twitter posted the following: Migglish News. We're excited to announce that the Mr. Miggles IP is now officially licensed to Pearl Labs in collaboration with Coinbase. But wait, there's more. Together with Coinbase, we're launching a creator fund to support and empower the brightest creators in the game for the culture, for Base, and for you. We'll break it down officially next week. Stay tuned. And then Coinbase responded by saying, love a good creator fund, right? So, right off the bat, can none of you come and tell me this is fake? Because Coinbase responded to this post. So that's kind of like the stamp of approval. Like, yup, that's right. And that's what we're doing. Now, going back to the recent meeting between Jesse Pollack and the rest of the executive team for Coinbase and the Base Network, he wore that t shirt with the cat that looks exactly like the same cat for Mr. Miggles. So now that we got the information to you, you're watching it for yourself. You know, it's not financial advice. You could do whatever you want with this. But I think this makes a good argument to say that at the very least, Coinbase and the Base Network still plan on using this cat, Mr. Miggles, for future campaigns. Why else would he be wearing, Mr. Miggles merch per se? And I mean, if you go throughout Twitter and his account, you'll see that he's constantly involving himself in the Mr. Miggles community and any other base network project. So he has it's it's a mutual benefit because he wants his base network to grab traction. He wants the network to grow, and the way you grow it is, you know, you build stuff on top of it. So you could think of base network like the freeway. So they're trying to create the biggest freeway and the most efficient as possible. But if the freeway doesn't have any cars, then it really don't matter. So you could think of base network as the freeway, and you could think of Mr. Miggles Memecoin as a car, right? So that's what's going on. I think they're going to keep campaigning with the Mr. Miggles cat, and eventually there's going to be a Coinbase listing for Mr. Miggles. So those are just my thoughts, guys. Remember, Always do your own research. If you do crypto casually, then you can very likely become a crypto casualty. So, with that said, thank you for tuning in. Remember that God is good, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.